Aho, family. Namaste, all my relations. Osio, all my relatives. Siao na ah. Happy Earth Day. May every day be Earth Day. Our bodies, these physical bodies, are made of the earth. Our breath, that fire in our belly. Father Grace. So we are each a combination of Mother Earth, Father Sky, and that great spirit breath. The Holy Trinity. And so is every other animal. I knew as a little girl, just a little pipsqueak, I'm like, let's just be love. Let's just live in peace. How come I can't hug everybody? You know? And there was this deep, 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 deep knowing that I knew the animals, all the animals. There's a part of each and every one of us that does, that can connect with those animals. And we live in a world of universal law, universal principles. The non-human animals, well, they're people too. The tree people, the stone people, the fish ones, you know, the swimming ones, the flying ones. And there's this saying that if you sit with the animals, you will find yourself. You look deep in the eyes of an animal, you can see yourself. And I am a big, I really feel Kuan Yin. And Kuan Yin was tossed into a pit, and it was the non-human animals that fed her, that brought her water, and helped her climb out of that pit. And she swore. She said, I will be here until no animal no longer suffers. So here on this Earth Day, we have millions of animals that are being slaughtered. We have millions of animals that are stuck inside of buildings, that are imprisoned just to produce something. They're even given chemicals to force them to produce beyond what is natural for them, till their bodies collapse. We slaughter and imprison even a lot of humans. But there's one thing that I know for sure. None of us will be free of, completely free of suffering and be free, liberated, until we liberate all the other animals. So, and it happens inside of each one of us individually. You must start with yourself before you can give that to anybody else. This one of the laws. It's one of the universal principles. Everything begins within. And so these bodies, being that they're earth, they are our temple that is housing the spirit within us. What are you feeding your temple? If you are feeding your temple imprisoned animals, their flesh, their milk, their eggs, you're ingesting that energy. You are saying, it's okay. It's okay. And you're paying for it, not only with your hard-earned cash, but you're paying for it with your health. And then all of that, when your body goes back into the mother, all of that goes back into the mother. So at the top of my news feed is a big ag and big feed challenge. Even if you only do it 3 days a month. But I challenge you to take it further than that and witness your own health getting better. There are so many other sisters and brothers out there that I've known who have been on the pharmaceuticals from these big pharmaceutical companies, eating these big ag and big feed products. And when they get off that big ag, when they get rid of the big feed and start eating naturally from the Mother Earth herself, they find they have to get off of those pharmaceuticals, that they start feeling younger and more energetic, that they get healthier and more vibrant and feel a lot more youthful. What these big ag and big feed companies are doing to not only the animals, all of the suffering, the antibiotics, the hormones, the crap that they feed them and put them through. Do you want to be tossed into a big old hen house and never see the sunshine? Be forced to lay eggs? No, we're talking about that right here, right now. Hands off my body. Well, I say extend that hands off to all of the animals that we have imprisoned and enslaved and even rape and keep pregnant all the time. So, the basic golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. It's in every single culture, tradition, religion, nation. It's in all of them. If you don't want it done to yourself, which is, what we have done, and the non-human animals are an outpicturing of that. If you don't want it done to yourself, then open your heart to the compassion of extending that to the other animals. I used to get shot and made fun of all the time because of sharing this, but you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. You can shoot me, you can curse me, you can do whatever you want. But this is a basic principle that the original people knew. That the non-human animals, they know it too. They know it too, and they live by it naturally. I hear so much, well, how am I supposed to feed and how am I supposed to do this? You know what? Beans and cornbread go a long way. Spinach, tomatoes, the vibrancy, the what they vibrate at is amazing. And so your body, your mind, your spirit is a product of what you put into it. So if that's how you want to live, well, then go right ahead. I'm not telling you you have to. But if you want to free yourself, if you want to get healthier, if you want to open your heart to compassion, if you want to see peace in this world, well, then you need to give peace to your body. You need to feed it peace. Something that vibrates at that vibration of peace, not one that is vibrating sickly under hormones, under slaughterhouse, under fear and anger and mourning. Oh, all that egg, all that cheese and milk that you're purchasing from Big Ag, those cows are mourning their babies over and over and over again until they just can't take it no more and they collapse. You're feeding that to your body. You are taking on that energy. You can Reiki it, you can bless it, all you want. But you're still ingesting that, and you have to transmute that. And you are saying it is okay to put another person through that. That's not compassion. That's not living in peace. That's saying it's okay for others to be suffering as long as I get my milk, as long as I get my cheese, as long as I get my chicken, as long as I get my beef. Well, all I can say is good luck with that, because that world is crumbling. There are more and more and more of us that are waking up and are saying, no more. No more. The original people would pray, become one with the animal that they were going to, and ask Creator, what are we to eat today? They get the nuts, the berries, all of those kinds of things, growing their corn and their beans and their squash in vibrant land. And the men would go out and hunt, but they would pray first, and that animal would present itself, and it would sacrifice itself. It gave with a choice to give, not forced, not put in a cage, not given stuff that is unnatural to fatten it up, to where it was going to die within a couple of months anyway. It gave of itself voluntarily. Now, there's a lot of them out there that will say, oh, well, they're all volunteers. Well, yeah, they are being volunteers to wake our asses up. And they've been doing it for years. And the non-human animals are getting tired of it. They've come out with numerous diseases, illnesses, where we've had to come up with vaccines and all kinds of crazy stuff. Do you think it was any mistake that the bison were doing what they were doing in the Yellowstone Park? Do you think it is any type of an accident that we now have this bird flu that is now mutating across species lines? This is Mother Nature giving, and the animals, giving us one more opportunity to say, what the hell are we doing? Who the hell do we think we are, these human animals? It's our own arrogance. So none of us are victims. None of us are victims. I believe that wholeheartedly. We can volunteer to say no more and quit giving all of these billionaires, millionaires, our money to poison ourselves, where we have to turn around and poison ourselves again with pharmaceuticals and create all of this unnecessary suffering for not only ourselves as human beings, but for all the other species on this planet we call our mother. She has given us the gift of life. Let us give the gift of life back to ourselves, to her, and to all of her creatures. Just try it. And if you still want your beef, you still want your chicken, well, grow it yourself. Have a relationship with it. It's not a package out of a grocery store. I'm just saying. You can go to a co-op and go together with several others. I've seen that across this country, where they've got a pasture, they get 5 baby cows, they name them, they grow them, they feed them, they know what those cows are eating. They milk them. They know what's going into their bodies. They thank them every day by feeding them and giving them love and nurturing. And then when the time comes, they thank it. They thank that cow and take its life to feed their family. That's a whole different energy than the stockyards, than these chicken, turkeys, and pigs. You know, anyway, I can't keep my voice shut anymore because we've come to a crossroads and each one of us has a choice. Which way you gonna go? So, thank you for listening, and more next time. Hey. Happy Earth Day. Honor her. She's our mother.